Jane children, welcome back to the online class. Today, we are going to discuss about a small poem from your English literature textbook. The poem is The Kite. Before starting the poem, we have to discuss a few things about the poet, Harry Benn. Harry Benn is one of the famous American screenwriter as well as children's author. He wrote many screenplays. From that, one of the famous one is The Big Parade that was released in 1925 and it's a war film. He was born on 24 September 1898. Are you ready? Shall we start the poem? Listen to your textbook. How bright on the blue is a kite when it's new. With a dive and a dip, it snaps its tail, then soar like a ship with only a sail. As over tide of what it rides, climb to the crest of gust and pulls, then seem to rest as wind falls. When string goes slack, you wind it back and run until a new breeze blows, and its wings fill and up it goes. How bright on the blue is a kite when it's new, but a ragged thing you never will see when it flaps on a string in the top of a tree. Okay, listen. How bright on the blue is a kite when it's new, with a dive and a dip, it snaps his tail. At first, the poet says that when he saw a kite on the clear sky, he felt very happy. Then he says, with a dive and a dip, it snaps his tail. He is traveling, he is diving and dipping in the air. He is diving and dipping in the air. And also, the kite, he has a tail. And that also, he snaps his tail. Snaps means yes, making a crackling sound when it's flying in the air. The poet says that he is traveling up in the air through dive and a dip. And also, it has a tail that also making a sound when it's travel. Over tides of wind it rides. Here, the poet says that ship is riding over the tides. Tides means yes, waves. Here it is riding over the tides, but our kite it's riding over the air. That means he compared air and tides. Is it clear? Shall we move to the next lines? Okay. Then seems to rise as wind falls. When strings go slack, you wind it back and run until a new breeze blow, and its wings fill and up it goes. Here, the poet says that it seems to rest as wind fall. When there is no wind, when there is no flow of wind, he felt that the kite is not moving. He stopped there, and he says that when string go slacks, you wind it back. When the string means okay, string that goes slack means okay, loose. You wind it back means we are pulling the kite to a place where there has wind. When string goes slack, you wind it back and run until a new breeze blow. When the another breeze, new breeze came, we are controlling the kite with that string, and it wings fill and up it goes. Again, new breeze came. It also goes with it also go with the breeze, and it's also start its journey. How bright on the blue is a kite when it's new. What a beautiful scene is that when a kite is traveling up in the sky, in the clear sky, and the kite is very bright. But a rugged thing you never will see when it flaps on a string in the top of the tree. But a rugged thing you never will see when it flaps on a string in the top of a tree. After flying for a long time, it's again flying up in the air, up in air, and up in air. suddenly loses control and its string break and it fly to somewhere else you never will see. But the ragger thing is, ragger means worn out or torn or the bad condition. We will see our beautiful, our kite, a beautiful kite in a ragger condition, that means a bad condition on a tree. Next, we are going to learn a few words and its meaning. The first word, source. Source means fly high. Second word, climbs. Climbs means to go up. The third word, sail. Sail means a cloth on a ship or a boat used to catch wind and help the boat to propel. Next word, tides. Rising and falling waves. The next is crest. Crest means mountain top or a tuft of feathers on the head of a bird or animal. Summary of the poem The Kite. In the clear sky means when there are no clouds, a kite will look bright in it. It will be clearly noticeable. The kite hurls and with every wave its tail produces a crackling sound. Then, while flying, all of a sudden, the kite goes high on the top just like a ship goes up and down on the crest of wave with a sailcloth. It moves forward when the wind is strong, but as the wind falls, it seems as if it is also taking a rest for a while in the air. Sometimes the thread tied to the kite loosens. The flyer tries to roll the thread and run till a new breeze fills its wing. A kite really looks bright on a clear sky, but when it gets stuck on a treetop, it gets torn and give a poor look. Next, we can do some textual activities. Listen to the first question. List out the action word in the poem. They give 3 examples: dive, dip, snaps. What do you mean by action word? Yes, the word that shows the action. Give me more example from the textbook. Rides, sail, pulls, fall, and goes. Very good. Listen to the second question. Read these lines from the poem. Then soar like a ship with only a sail. Here, the poet compares the traveling of a kite with a ship. My question is, what is simile? Simile is a figure of speech, comparison of one thing with another thing of a different kind used to make the description more clear. For example, we can easily say that the earth is like a board. Both the shape are round. So we can say that earth is like a board. I will give you one more example. That example will give you a clear idea about the concept simile. My father is like a Superman. Here we are comparing our father with Superman. This idea, this concept is known as simile. Simile means we are comparing our father with Superman. Like that, the poet compare the ship with the kite and the kite's journeys with the ship's journey. So this idea is known as simile. After understanding the idea, please do the second question. I hope you understand the poem. See you in the next class. Thank you.